Imagine waking up each day, knowing you're on a path destined for wealth. Does that sound like your life? What a fascinating thought, isn't it? We all dream of achieving financial freedom, of being in a position where money is not a constant worry. But the journey towards wealth isn't a straight line. It's a winding road filled with trials, triumphs, and a lot of learning. Perhaps you are at the start of your journey, or maybe you've already taken a few steps. Either way, it's essential to understand that the journey towards wealth starts with the right mindset. It's not just about how much money you can make, but how you think about money, how you handle it, and how you plan to grow it. Now, one may wonder, what has mindset to do with wealth? It's quite simple, really. Your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions determine your results. If you have a mindset geared towards growth and prosperity, you're more likely to make decisions that will lead you towards wealth. But wealth doesn't come overnight. It requires patience, discipline, and a keen understanding of one's financial landscape. It's about making smart decisions today that will pay off tomorrow. It's about recognizing opportunities and taking calculated risks. It's about being persistent, even in the face of adversity. So if you're serious about embarking on this journey towards wealth, it's time to take a closer look at your attitudes and behaviors. Do you have a growth mindset? Do you see challenges as opportunities? Are you willing to take risks and step out of your comfort zone? Do you have the discipline to stick to your financial goals? These are some of the questions you need to ask yourself, because your answers will reveal whether you're on the right track towards wealth or not. But how can you tell if you're on the right path? What are the signs that you're destined for wealth? Let's dive deeper into these questions in the next scenes. Stay tuned. Wealth isn't just about dollars and cents. It starts with your mindset. See, the mindset of wealth is akin to a garden. You plant the seeds of positivity, water it with growth-oriented thoughts, and soon enough, the blossoms of prosperity emerge. So what does this garden of wealth look like? What are the traits that make up its verdant landscape? First, there's resilience, the ability to bounce back from life's inevitable setbacks. It's the determination that keeps the flame of ambition alive, even when faced with the fiercest winds of adversity. It's not about never falling, but about getting up every time you do. Resilience is the cornerstone of a wealth mindset, the bedrock upon which financial success is built. Next, there's persistence. It's the trait that keeps you going, keeps you striving, even when the road to wealth becomes steep. Just like a river cuts through a rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence, so too does the path to wealth require unwavering persistence. Then, there's the willingness to take calculated risks. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by playing it safe. They took risks, but they were calculated risks. They were risks backed by research, by knowledge, and by confidence. This is not about gambling your wealth away on a whim, but about daring to step outside your comfort zone in a calculated and informed manner. But remember, these traits aren't just about wealth. They're about personal growth and development. They're about becoming the best version of yourself. Because wealth is not just about having a fat bank account. It's about experiencing a rich life, a life of fulfillment and achievement. So if you see these traits in yourself, you may be on the path to wealth. But what about your actions? What do they say about your financial future? Actions speak louder than words, and this is especially true when it comes to wealth. You see, the wealthy don't just amass fortunes by chance. Their wealth is a result of consistent habits, daily rituals that they swear by. And the beauty of these habits, they can be cultivated by anyone, regardless of their current financial status. Let's take a deeper dive. One of the most common habits of the wealthy is investing, not just in stocks and bonds, but in themselves. They understand that knowledge is power, so they are continually learning, growing, and expanding their horizons. They read books, attend seminars, and never stop seeking new information. They know the value of learning from the best, so they're not afraid to invest in mentors or coaches who can guide them on their journey to wealth. Another habit of the wealthy is networking. They know that their net worth is in large part a reflection of their network. They surround themselves with other successful people, people who inspire them, push them, and help them to see things from a different perspective. They understand the power of a strong network, and they make it a point to nurture these relationships. Building on this, the wealthy also understand the power of time. They know that time is their most valuable asset, and they treat it as such. They don't waste time on unproductive activities. Instead, they use their time wisely, focusing on tasks that will bring them closer to their financial goals. Finally, the wealthy have a habit of giving back. They understand that wealth is not just about amassing a fortune, but about making a difference in the world. They give generously, not just because it's the right thing to do, but because they understand that the more they give, the more they receive in return. Habits and mindset are crucial, but there's one more sign that you're destined for wealth. Can you guess what it is? The last sign that you're destined for wealth lies in your vision. Now, what do we mean by vision? It's not about having 20/20 eyesight. It's about seeing beyond the present, visualizing where you want to be financially, and creating a clear, detailed plan to get there. Those destined for wealth have a knack for this. They can see their financial future with clarity and precision, like a painter visualizing his masterpiece before he even touches the brush to canvas. This vision is not a wish or a dream, but a tangible goal. It's a destination, and they've got the roadmap to reach it. But how do they do it? How do they create this roadmap? Well, it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. It's a combination of self-awareness, knowledge, and action. They know their strengths and weaknesses, they educate themselves about finance and investment, and they take decisive action based on their understanding. They set clear, measurable financial goals. They don't just say, "I want to be rich." Instead, they define what wealth means to them. It could be owning a home, retiring early, or building a business. They quantify these goals, breaking them down into manageable steps, and then they commit to these steps, actively working towards their vision. But let's not forget, this vision is not set in stone. It's flexible, ready to adapt to life's unpredictable twists and turns. Those destined for wealth understand this. They're not afraid to reassess and adjust their goals as needed, always keeping their eyes on the prize. It's also important to note that this vision is not solely focused on accumulation. It's also about distribution. It's about using wealth to make a positive impact, to enrich not just their own lives, but the lives of others as well. So, do you possess these signs? Are you destined for wealth? Only you can answer that. But remember, wealth is a journey, not a destination. It's about making progress, about growing, learning, and making a difference. So continue to nurture your vision, feed your ambition, and who knows, you might just be on your way to a wealthier future.